Pino, and Pino's off to the races. It's a touchdown for Volcano Vista. It's a pick six for Pino. Requires score on a 47-yard run for Villalobos. The extra point was no good, and it's 14-6. Byron Cooper alongside 30-yard line, so this one we start here. And he's going to keep it. This is Cordova looking for some room. Cordova's got some room. He cuts back up the middle. Can they chase him down? No. T-Sizzle is going to the house. It's a touchdown for Tristan Cordova.
Every time I see Cordova.
Lovington can be dangerous from here.
We'll see what they do. Lucas Contreras, he goes for goal, and he's got it! He's done that twice in his career, and this time it puts his team ahead on the Hope Christian Huskies. Welcome back here. Right on time for the second half. He goes for goal, and he makes it!
Are you kidding me? Brian Ramirez saw the keeper sleeping, and he just did him right off the kickoff. Oh my goodness.
Dream style stucco is the way to go. The Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination, your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream Style Stucco.
Hey, welcome back. Steve Davis Show. Special guest again is Mike Dominguez, New Mexico Highlands basketball coach. And Mike, we were talking about some of the players that you recruited in, and one more that's probably has been one of your players has been her, but Dante Moses. I mean, we got to see some glimpses of him the last two games.
Yeah, Dante's probably our most experienced kid that we have on our roster, and a guy who's done it at this level. He's a transfer from Angelo State, he averaged about 13 and 7 last year for them. And they made it to the national tournament, 20-win team. So he's been a part of a winning program as well. So we're going to expect a lot from him. We're going to put a lot on his shoulders. But he's more than capable. He's 6'5", super athletic, long, lanky, really good in transition. So we look forward to really get him going even more as the season goes.
Well, you got some New Mexico players that you talked to them, the COVID year and deal, but we'll just start with your big, and that's Sonnenberg, and what a surprise he came on last year, and speak about him a little bit.
Yeah, Eric stuck with it. When he first got here, he had a long ways to go, and to be honest, wasn't sure if he was going to be able to stick it out and kind of go through the hard times of sometimes not playing as much or not seeing the success you want to have, or the success you had in high school. But to his credit, he didn't quit. He kept working at it. Bided his time, was a good teammate, got his chance last year when some guys got injured, and then from there he earned everything he got, and he was a big contributor to our season at the end of the year when we won our last 8 out of 11 and got into playoffs. He was a big contributor for us, and going into this year, he's a guy we expect a lot out of, and to just kind of brings us a little bit of just toughness.
Well, another New Mexico player from El Dorado High School, Tyler Rogers, and both Sonnenberg and Rogers, and we'll speak on it, but the things that I've seen coming up, their work ethic, the ability to go in the gym, work by themselves to get better. That comes instinctively. That you can't coach that. That's just something that somebody wants to do to get better. But Tyler Rogers, another player last year that came on.
Yeah, a lot of kids say they're gym rats, and most of them aren't. Tyler's a gym rat. He's by far the guy on our team that's most in the gym, most putting up shots, most working on his game. And he's gotten better. His body's gotten into better shape. He's stronger. He's athletic. He's coming off a knee injury that he had, I think 3-4 years ago. So he's starting to get his athleticism back. But he shoots it. He's one of our best shooters, and he puts in the time. And that's what we tell our guys is, shooting is the all equalizer. And no matter, if you're short, tall, athletic, unathletic, whatever it is, if you can shoot, you're going to have a chance to play, especially play for us. And Tyler works at it. I know he puts in the work, and we're going to give him as many shots as we can get him.
Well, the thing I like about him was his patience, and I mean, he didn't have a great start. I mean, you got him. I think he went to another school first, and then you got him back, and he's kind of have patience, and all of a sudden has really developed into a great player.
Yeah, no, he's going to be a big key for how we do this season. He's 6'6", can shoot it. So, we put him in a lot of ball screens. He ghosts a lot of ball screens, try to put him in spots to catch and shoot because that's what he does best.
Well, his outside shooting has been good, and now the target's been on him. So a couple of games he couldn't get a shot off because he was so nil. Now he's learning to like you said, is to make a move to the basket, and he's getting a lot of confidence doing that. But another player that's a gym rat that just got healthy is little Lovato, and I don't think I can say enough words watching him at El Dorado with Roy Sanchez and watching him develop, but to see him overcome the obstacles, it's great to see him on the court.
Yeah, no, Jalen's a great kid, man. Jalen, didn't get to play for us much last year. I think he played 3 or 4 games until he broke his foot, so he was out for the season. And then before that, he had COVID. So, it's kind of almost been 2 years for him since he's really played. And we just got him back last weekend. And for us, he just brings the toughness to our team. You know exactly what you're going to get out of him. He's going to go 100%. He knows exactly what it is we're trying to accomplish on the defensive end, on the offensive end, and he's going to give you everything you got. Jalen's a kid that I trust immensely with what it is we're trying to do.
Well, another injured player that hadn't played for 2 years is a Cleveland high school star and Munn. And I tell you what a great young man he is, but to see him overcome what he's done and to see him on the courts is just great to see from a fan standpoint.
Yeah, hopefully we stop getting injured. That would be a start for our guys. But Munn's a kid that he tore his ACL last year, so he didn't play at all last year. Then you had the COVID year. So he's been in our program for 4 years, but he's only, this is the start of his second actual season of playing games. And Munn, he's still not where he's going to end up being at, but he's slowly getting there and he works at it. He's always in the gym, working out, shooting. His shooting has improved since his high school days. His athleticism is starting to get to where it was. But we're excited. Sometimes, because he's been with us for so long, I sometimes expect more than what I probably give him unrealistic expectations at times because I've seen what he can be and what he can do. And when he sometimes struggles or doesn't do as well as I think he should, I kind of have to remember, he's only played one season, and that was as a true freshman. So he still has a long ways to go as far as playing games, but he's a guy we're super excited for. And when it's all said and done, he's going to be an all-conference kid, when his career is over here at Highlands.
Well, I tell you, I think his confidence, once he gets his confidence and he's reacting instead of thinking, and like you said, I had a talk with him, and basically, his thing is he don't want to use that as an excuse, but it's a reality. He hasn't played in 2 years, and he's in my opinion, he's just trying too hard because he expects so much of himself.
Yeah, no, he just wants it so bad, and sometimes we have to tell him. But that's the one thing about Jalen that's really nice about is he doesn't make excuses. There's many times he could say his knee's bothering him, or he's not as athletic as he once was, or he hasn't played in 2 years, but not one time has he ever use those as an excuse. And that's part of who Jalen is. He's just a tough kid who's going to get it done and find a way. And that's why we're excited to have him these next, basketball-wise, he's only a sophomore. So, we still have him for quite a while.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go for a little break, and we're going to come back and talk more about your student athletes.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Welcome back, Steve Davis Show. We got Mike Dominguez, head basketball coach at New Mexico Highlands University, and another player that's that I enjoy watching and watch his work ethic is Archuleta from Pecos, New Mexico, and what a surprise he has been for you.
Yeah, no, you know how I feel about New Mexico kids. I believe they're the heart and soul of our team. They're the guys that have been with us probably the longest because they've been here since they were freshmen. And Mario's a kid that kind of the same thing as Eric, kind of could have, packed it in or not wanted to work at it, especially early on when, he was playing behind Raquan Mitchell and Jared Davis and Sammy Barnes-Tompkins and Desmond Carpenter, and really good players. But same thing. He bided his time. He worked at it. And was a big key for what we did last year, started the second half of the season last year. This year started games for us. And he's kind of like Jalen Domino Lovato, where you just know what it is you're going to get from him. He's going to know what we're trying to do defensively, offensively. And then his best thing he can do is he can shoot for us, and he stretches the floor. So with him, Mario's just a tough kid. He's going to take charges. I don't know exactly how many he had last year, but if I had to count, he'd be one of the top charge takers in all of the conference. And he's 5'11", and he's not afraid to stick his nose in there and get his glasses and goggles knocked off.
Well, I tell you, he's fun to watch, and then also, we've talked to him about him a little bit earlier, but Sanchez is a big surprise. I mean, this guy is just amazing, and the more, I think the word is, the more he's comfortable with your system and more things, he's just going to get better.
Yeah, no, TJ's just touched the surface of what he's going to be, and that's what's really exciting for us and our coaching staff is, he's only going to continue to get better. He's a great kid. No matter if he plays a minute or he plays 30 minutes, he's going to play 110% and bring the energy. And then out of nowhere, he'll surprise you with some really athletic plays and moves where, he's above the rim, whether it be getting an offensive rebound, a putback, or a breakaway dunk. And once he improves just all the other little things in his game, he's going to be a really good player for us the next 4 years.
Another Cleveland player from Shauna Minis, is Nathan Hasbury, a freshman, but watching him in practice and, probably not getting the playing time that any freshman wants, but I tell you what, there's an upside to him, and speak about it on his behalf.
Yeah, no, Nathan's right there. Just right now, there's guys, older and more experienced than he is. But Nate's going to be right there for us. He's going to be a good player for us down the road. And he's a guy that competes, and he makes us better in practice every day. He works on his shooting. That's what he needs to work on the most. And he's in here constantly on the shooting gun. But he brings an athleticism and toughness to our team, and he's going to help us down the road. Maybe not this year, and maybe not as much as he'd like, because that's every kid. Every kid wants to play. But if he sticks with it, he's going to have a good career for us, and I think he will. He's a good kid and someone we value having on our program.
Well, another great kid that you have that, from Valley High School, from, Joe Coleman, protege type player, but Derek Chavis. And,
yeah.
One thing I've watched in practice, he can still shoot the lights out, man. Once he gets used to the speed and the things like that, you have a sharpshooter out there.
Yeah, no, he can shoot it. There's no doubt about it. He shoots it with range. Biggest thing with him is he's gonna have to figure out how to guard at our level, on a more consistent basis, because he's not the biggest, not the most athletic, but with him shooting, he's gonna find a way to play for us down the road. But he's a tough kid. He brings it every day. He's always in the gym working out. Him, Nate, and TJ are the little three amigos. They're around each other all the time. They live together. They come in and get on the gun and shoot. So it's a good group to have, and I'm glad they're here with us.
Well, hey, Mike, we're coming to an end, but I want to say, hey, I want good luck going into this weekend. I know you're on a 2-0 streak right now. It'd be nice to get 2 road runs and then come back and start conference play. But hey, I want to thank you for coming on the Steve Davis Show.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Anytime. I'm a fan of ProView and of Steve Davis, so thank you.
All right, have a great day.
All right, thanks.